want to just accept it and say, this is my body. What I focus on now is making sure that my body is healthy and strong. This body deserves to be loved on today. It allows you to experience life. You don't need someone that is constantly tearing you down. You need people that support and uplift you. Do you want to go from criticizing your body to accepting it? I am going to empower you to do just that in this video. What's up, ladies? My name is Rosie, and I make content to build women over 40 confidence so that they can be comfortable in their own skin and live their best life. Let's do this. Practice being neutral first. I don't say I love my body. I don't say I hate my body. The language that I use to describe my body is, this is my body. Because honestly, this is my body. This is where I currently am. And so I am on a journey to getting where I want to be. But until then, I have accepted that this is my body. It took me 3 years to lose 5 pounds. So I had to shift my thoughts in order for me to be successful at this. So I had to accept it. Yes, there are things that I want to change. I think as long as I'm on this earth, there will be things that I want to change about my body. But until I get there, I am going to accept my body at its current state. I am actively trying to get my body where I want it to be, but I am human. I get taste for insomnia cookies. I want the cinnamon buns, right? I want any warm dessert. But again, everything in moderation, and I am learning to do just that. But I'm not going to beat myself up about saying I hate my body all the time. That is not doing anybody any good. You want to just accept it and say, this is my body. Stop comparing and be realistic. I really had to stop comparing myself to anybody. And we know we live in an era that you have social media, you have all of this, and you can see. But I had to put blinders on and say, what is my body doing? What am I contributing to my body being like this, right? I had to accept it. One other thing I had to do is stop comparing my body to other bodies that wasn't natural. I haven't had any work done, right? I'm trying to do mine the old-fashioned way by watching what the hell I eat and getting in the gym. One, that's not going to happen overnight, and I have to give myself grace. So looking at somebody else's body that could have possibly gotten work done, it's not doing anything for me. So I had to cut that out. I also had to realize that the average woman that is over 40, again, a natural body, she has a fupa. She has rolls. She has back fat. She has saggy breasts if she brought children in the world or not. Gravity is gravity. Things are going to change regardless. So I had to learn that, girl, you get older. This is what it is. And once I came to terms with that, it was easier to accept it. It's a journey. What I focus on now is making sure that my body is healthy and strong. That is all that I can really put my mind towards, because so many people don't have that option. And I have to keep speaking positivity into my mind so I can, so my actions can follow. Curate a supportive environment. I don't really hang around a lot of people that critique me in a negative light. Yes, people will tell me if I misstep or anything like that, but I don't have people in my circle that talk down or anything. So that wasn't anything that I had to adjust. But I know a lot of people do have people in their life that speak negatively about their body. And for that, I say, sometimes you cannot readily leave that person. It could be a spouse, it could be a partner, it could be a family member. But you could definitely tell them that you don't appreciate those words and then follow up with distancing yourself if possible. Because you don't need that when you're trying to get to acceptance of your body. You don't need someone that is constantly tearing you down. You need people that support and uplift you, because this is a hard ass journey, right? It's a journey that is hard, and it's a constant one that we will be on. But as I always say, we have 20 to 30 good summers left, and we cannot waste it on feeling bad or letting someone else's negative energy rub off on what we're trying to do in loving our body. Another thing would be accept compliments without tearing yourself down in a reply. Sometimes we cannot just accept a compliment. I know for me, I am working on accepting a compliment and not saying something immediately back to the person like, oh, you look nice, or, you look nice. Oh, I like your shoes too. I am working on just saying thank you and moving on. You do not have to respond with complimenting them back. That was for me, right? So I'm just going to accept it. Just like when I'm giving out, I'm not looking for you to give me a compliment back. That was for you. But I have kind of been stuck in that where I have to respond back with, oh, you look nice too. But, I am trying when I catch myself to, stop doing that. But the context that I was talking about here is saying something negative, right? When someone said, oh, you look nice in that dress. You say, you don't think that, it looks too big? You don't think my arms look too fat in here? Accept the freaking compliment and shut it down. Shut it down. Just accept the compliment and say thank you. You don't want to put that negative energy back out into the world about you don't like your arms or it's too form-fitted or whatever. They don't need to know that. Keep it to yourself and reverse that. Because whatever you say to yourself, it's going to filter in your mind. So that is something that you should work on. Wear what feels good now. Stop saving clothes for when I get back into my size 10. Shit, if I would have said that, girl, I would have been waiting, 3 years, okay? Because it took me 3 years. Even lose the weight, and I still wasn't back in the size 10. So you cannot hold stuff for when, right? Like I have said in other videos, I had to buy clothes in my current size, which is a 12, okay? I had to buy clothes in that size. Stuff that flatters my now body. I cannot live in the past. Yes, I'm working on things to get back there, but who knows when that's going to be. So find things that work for your body now. Once I did that, I felt so much better. I wasn't stuffing myself into a size 10 and everything is tight. No, I had to accept that I'm not there now. And I have to dress for the current size that I am and flatter and love upon that body. And when I did that, I felt better. I showed up better. My confidence was stronger. And you can do it too. Speak kindly to yourself. Replace negative self-talk with compassion. To say like, this body deserves to be loved on today. And proceed to loving up on your body. I do that all the time, and it has helped me tremendously. I told y'all I love dessert, so I would tell myself, this body deserves a cinnamon bun. And I will proceed to go get myself one, right? This body deserves to have a massage. And I will proceed to scheduling myself a massage. This body deserves more sleep. And I will adjust my schedule accordingly to get to bed, even if it's just for that night, right? I will do things like that and say things like that that will help me, love up on this body, because that is all I got. This body has carried me all of these years, 47 to be exact. And it deserves some love. And I am going to speak and continuously speak life and affirmative things into the atmosphere so it can keep being good to me. Focus on function, not just form. Appreciate what your body does. It allows you to hug people. It allows you to, walk down the street. It allows you to experience life. Can you imagine if it did not? I can't, and I don't want to. So I thank my body, right, for allowing me to go on vacations, for allowing me to get up and be in my right mind, allowing me to have a job with a steady income so I can do all of these things that I like. You have to thank it and, love up on it in its purest form, because it doesn't have to be that way. Someone would love to be in your shoes. I try to think about that all the time, to switch my mindset. Someone would love to have this healthy body that I have, this strong, healthy body that I have. I have to think that way. And that's the way I have kind of like trained myself to do so. To, like I said, speak positivity, acceptance about my body. Because it does not have to be that way. Someone is wheelchair bound that would love to have my body. Somebody may have scoliosis. It's all sorts of conditions that people have. I don't care what your current condition is, or state. Somebody else is worse off than you. So appreciate it in its form that it is presently today. Well, that's all that I have for this video. I hope that this has helped someone. Until next time, bye-bye.